This video will also delve into competitors to Anbernic's 600 yuan electronic walnut, like the Feng Handheld, the 2,899 yuan menu cart machine, and the Z Flip 5 small square, with a modified price of over 1,699 yuan. This 8,200 scrap caused the video delay. Many experts now use this half-fold external screen to make various metal squares. This video compares these three devices' gameplay and experience. Mine's the all-aluminum silver. Electronic walnuts should be all metal. The accessories include a charging cable, a manual, a screen protector, and the protruding LRLT buttons. Default spacing is flush, more unified. So, what score would you give this machine for its overall appearance? At the bottom is the acrylic Anbernic logo, with a hand strap hole on the right. The shell is smooth and finely polished with no burrs.
All four corners have arc polishing.
Menu. Power buttons are on the right. Left. TF slot, volume buttons. Top charging port, power indicator light. Rear single speaker. Let's listen to the external audio. Let's take a look at the screen now. Screen slides up to return to top. The alloy hinge is strong. A light push resets it with the hinge's force. The angle may slightly overshoot, but a gentle nudge aligns it. Slid up, it's a finger's width thick. The back of the screen is very clean. The overall design is simple, neat, and clean without any extra frills. In terms of size, it's a bit smaller than the 35SP, and also thinner on the sides, compared to the size SP. It's simple, a pure candy bar design with no grip. The grip has a clever inner waist and the edges are rounded, making it much thinner when closed. D-pad and A, B, X, Y buttons are larger, more centered than similar clamshells, not too low. Since it's smoothly polished all around, it feels good in your hand. The weight of the all-metal version is also quite balanced, though it felt top-heavy. The buttons are all pot lid style. They're soft and easy to press, so your hands won't get tired. The D-pad maps to the left joystick, fine for some PSP and PS1 games. Dual X buttons are on the bottom, with the menu button in the center. Horizontal shoulder buttons, short travel, micro switch. Joe's Feng Handheld has a 3.5-inch 720 by 720 touchscreen. This screen is a scaled-down RGC UBE and Professor Dew's AE 4-inch display. Its square screen is quite versatile for retro gaming. This 3.5-inch square screen is equivalent to 3 times integer scale for GBA, 4 times for GB and GBC, 2.8-inch for 16-bit games, and 3.3-inch for square screen systems like Super Famicom. The Feng Handheld uses a T618 chip, giving 2 to 3 times PSP performance. Storage is 3 RAM and 32 gigabytes. Black plastic is 569 yuan, silver metal 699. Supports Wi-Fi 5, Bluetooth 5.0, and a 2000 mAh battery. So, do you guys think that's expensive or a good deal? Compared to the 4-inch RG Cube, the Feng's screen colors are more saturated. Both units have similar brightness. Comparing screens, the card machine's OLED is more vibrant. Feng Handheld screen is brighter than Z Flip 5's. The metal Feng Handheld is 209 grams, 35 SP is 194 grams, 30 SP 177 grams. The card machine is 163 grams. The Z Flip Handheld is 225 grams. The Feng Handheld runs on Android 12. After updates, menu fluidity and screen rotation are more responsive. The bug where the screen wouldn't rotate after sleeping rarely happens now. However, with only 3 GB RAM, apps open a bit slowly. Video playback is just average, with stutters. The Feng Handheld's advantage, TF card support. The menu card machine and Z Flip 5 only have 256 GB. The Feng Handheld supports up to a 2TB TF card. Mine has 512 GB. Cards larger than 512 GB take longer to load. Until the TF card loads, memory taps don't respond. Once it is finished reading, it will then accurately display the correct storage capacity. The Anbernic 128GB card is readable. the Handheld by default will launch Anbernic's own custom front end, or a custom Pegasus front end. Lots of ways to play. The cover art takes about a second to load. The Fengjian has no performance mode, so I suggest PSP era games or older. Next, let's talk about the card machine and Samsung Z Flip 5 mods versus the Fengjian machine. The card machine uses Ayaneo DMD's 3.92-inch 2731 OLED screen. Its rear camera module rotates 180 degrees, affecting the feel. The screen resolution is 1240 by 1080. The Samsung Z Flip 5 has a 3.4-inch 720 by 748 OLED screen, similar to the Fengjian. It uses a chip, Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. The folding screen scrap costs about $300. After modification, it's $1699 plus. My whole setup was over 2,000 yuan. This device has a very angular feel, much heavier than the Fengjian. The joystick's resistance is high. Good for fiddling, but gaming is a struggle. Let's discuss battery life for these three. The card machine's battery is 2,200 mAh, 200 more than the Fengjian machine. The Z Flip 5's is 3,000 mAh. I'll just give you the results. In my battery test, the Fengjian machine at 50% brightness can play GBA games for 5 hours and 30 minutes. The other two devices only last slightly longer. Standby time on all three is average. Fengjian and card machines last 2 days. The Z Flip slightly more. If high standby time is a priority, these three aren't ideal. The card machine lacks magnetic suction. It needs the official 150 yuan case. To replicate the Fengjian machine's playstyle, all you need to do is get a magnetic. This I found is probably the lightest magnetic grip on the market. A firm 90-degree turn swaps the Anu DMD from 3127 to the Xuanbing Handheld's 2731. But after extended use, the card machine's system has serious flaw: running an all-in-one emulator, it hid the status bar, preventing full display. Either way, a part's missing. You can't use 100% of this screen. Installing the DMD integration pack for the same screen causes the overlay to be partially hidden by the black border, so it won't work correctly. Second, this magnetic gamepad is a nightmare. With the D-pad and A and B and XY buttons at the very bottom, playing retro games puts all the stress on the device's base, making it quite tiring to play. To avoid strain, the gamepad has a second-gen clasp, but this blocks the start select buttons, a truly puzzling design. And there are no lighter magnetic gamepad options available. For filter performance across the three devices, the card machine's 1080p resolution screen is best for retro game filters, especially CRT. The Z Flip 5's 720p odd-shaped OLED secondary screen performs the worst. If you use some common filters on the screen, like Z Fast LCD, the filter's alignment will be noticeably distorted. It goes back to normal when you turn the filter off. Don't use filters on this screen. The Fengjian, a smaller RG cube, has identical filter effects. This screen works quite well for GBA, GBC, and GB games, but with such low resolution, the 720p screen's CRT filter isn't as good as the 1080p card machine. Fengjian's scanlines appear blurry, card machine's 1080p screen is much better. With all tests done, here's a quick summary. First, the pros. First, the Fengjian machine has large buttons, a soft dome screen, and a great overall feel, almost premium. Second, the grip's metal part is smoothly polished. It feels nice. Third, the pads are designed to be replaceable, which ensures both good looks and a good hand feel. Fourth, its folded appearance is well designed, as it needs to look good to be photographed. Anbernic designed it well this time. Finally, the cons. First, the Fengjian standby time isn't long. Its battery is quite small. Second, no 3.5mm headphone jack. The C port has compatibility issues with C to 3.5mm adapters, being picky with cables. Confirm yours works before buying. Third, the software's lock screen features are limited. Only the clock can be forced, and custom clocks don't go full screen. Fourth, large TF cards take longer to load at startup. Smaller cards don't have this issue. Alright, that's it for this video. If you want to learn more about quality handhelds, you can follow me. See you next video. Bye!